Hello, my lord. You startled me. I was so absorbed in my own thoughts, I never heard you approach. I suppose I should have paid better attention, but it's just so lovely here. I got so relaxed. What are you doing out here, my lord? Spending a leisure day out and about as well. How did you know where I was? I am pretty far off the path. Oh, yes, well, I suppose you're right. It was just by chance that we crossed paths here. We just so happened to meet in this lovely meadow, in this flower field, by this stretch of lazy river, tucked away off the main path. An entire morning's walk into the woods. No helping that, I suppose. But no harm in it either. Right, my lord? Not that it is likely that anyone would discover us way out here. But even if they did, there is nothing improper in a meeting of chance. Is there? No, I suppose not. So I suppose it would do no harm if you sat here as well. After all, it's not the easiest hike, and it's good to get rest after such an excursion. Yes, of course, my lord. If you sat further away, it may be difficult to hear one another over the stream. It's much better that we sit close like this. It's unusual to see you in such light clothing. No, I like it. It suits you. It makes you look more like a man. No, wait. That wasn't right. That's not what I meant. I mean, you look very commanding in your leathers and your fine garments, like a right, powerful lord. And you still do, of course, look right and powerful and very much like a man. It's only that, well, it's like getting to see you as you, and not just as my lord. If that makes any sense. Maybe I'm not doing a very good job of it. Are you laughing? Don't laugh at my fumbling. It's your fault to begin with. You twist me up with your very presence. I feel tangled inside, and my words tend to wind themselves up in knots. Well, I highly doubt that. I cannot imagine anything making you so nervous. You're always so composed, so stoic, which makes the sound of your laugh even more charming, even if it is at my expense. It pleases me that you would share that of yourself with me. I know it is not a lightly given thing, and I want you to know that it is not lost on me. Oh, it is beautiful here, isn't it? I like to wander on my leisure days, and I happened upon this spot a while ago. I am surprised you could find me. I always thought I was rather adept at navigating the woods. But I suppose navigating and hiding my tracks are two separate matters. Not that I would have cause to hide them, really. I'm not worried about being followed. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to be more cautious, but no one here has ever given me any trouble. All the villagers know I work for the house, so they treat me respectfully enough. And you don't have many strangers wandering to do ill in your lands, especially not so close to your estate. They say your hold is one of the safest because of how strictly you command it and punish those who would go against your laws. Oh yes, the people talk. People of the village, people of the house. Why would you be shocked by that? Are you not informed on the people's opinions of you? I was under the impression that every lord kept an ear to the ground. Well, not having anything to report isn't the same as nothing being said, I suppose. Perhaps your little mockingbirds just don't think the things being said are significant. I've never heard anything that I found startling, but I am not a gossip. Please do not ask me to become one. My job in the kitchen is hefty enough. I do not wish to take on another. I mean, it's not as if I could refuse, if it was a command, and that I wouldn't do it. I am just requesting that you do not make such a command of me. Which is perhaps a bit bold, but it's hard to see where our new lines have been drawn. Do let me know if I've crossed them. That is not a small thing to say. You will never make commands of me. At all. Never. My lord, I am still your subject. That is not a line that can be so easily moved. All right. Yes, of course. I know you are a man of your word. If you say you would never make a command of me, then I believe you. But nevertheless, I will endeavor to never be in a position where you would have felt compelled to do so in the first place. I will serve your house as well as I can, in all things. I have become quite attached to it, after all. I mean, just look around you. Your lands are so beautiful. Your seasons are vibrant and your soil is rich. Every day it awes me. There's hardly been a spot I did not think lovely. But this is my favorite. It took my breath away when I first saw it. When I came through the trees to the large meadow, full of wildflowers and the sounds of the small branch of the river, the gentle roll of the hill. I come here a lot in my spare time. I know it isn't exactly on the path, but it isn't terribly far from the estate or the village. And yet I've never encountered anyone else here. Until now, that is. Well, I wasn't really doing much, so you didn't interrupt anything. I'm just enjoying the view and attempting to replicate the beauty of the flowers in my sketchbook. No, don't look. I said attempting, not succeeding. It would be embarrassing to have you look at my poor artwork. To be honest, no, not really. I never really thought much of the arts. Not that I don't appreciate them. It's more just that it wasn't something I ever really encountered in my everyday life. To be more honest, I just bought the book in the cold on a whim. I've been saving my wages from my work in your house, but you've given me room and board and clothes, so all my needs have been met. I'm not used to having my own coin, so I don't really know what to do with it. It's hard to explain, but it troubles me in a way. It's a trouble I'm very fortunate to have. Don't get me wrong. But every moon, your steward hands me a pile of coins and it feels heavy in my hand. The first time I received pay, I thought maybe it had been an error. But Morven assured me it wasn't. In fact, he seemed rather annoyed with my insistent questioning about it. But he had just handed me more money than I'd ever held in my life. And he was telling me that it was mine. All that night, I had a fear in the back of my head that it was a mistake, and the guards would come in and take it and arrest me for a thief. I know now that I was just being ridiculous, but it was a hard adjustment. I asked Abby about it the next morning. I told her how much I was given, and she told me that was standard for those in the house. At first she thought I was complaining that it was too low and chastised me for it. But when she realized my hang-up, she patted my hand and told me to buy myself something on my next leisure day. Then she swatted my knuckles and told me to get back to work. Her words were reassuring, though, and I tried to take her advice. But the idea of spending money, let alone even possessing it, was overwhelming. I was still getting used to the fact that I even had a leisure day where I didn't have to work. I could do whatever I wanted. But on the next leisure day, I wandered the village, telling myself I would buy the next thing I see, just to get it over with. But it was a long time before I was actually able to do it. There wasn't much thought behind it. I just bought the sketchbook and coal. Forcing myself to use it was another hurdle altogether, but I got over that eventually too. Now I like to come outside on my leisure days and attempt to draw what I see. No, I haven't bought anything else. But I am happy with this, and I don't need or want for anything else right now. It's hard to want things when you've always been raised knowing you would never own anything. I guess it's an instinct I suppressed a long time ago. But we're trying to get reacquainted, slowly but surely. What of you, my lord? How do you spend your leisure days? I know you do not have many. We're kindred spirits in that, then. It's good that you are roaming about, enjoying the sun. You work so hard to care for your homeland. It's good that you be able to indulge in it from time to time. Though I wish you could do it more. Carry so much. There is a lot of weight on your shoulders. If I had the power to ease your troubles, I would. If I could make you forget those burdens, even if only for a few moments, I would. I would be happy to do so. But I do not know how to accomplish such a thing. And I'm not even sure you would allow me if I did. That is just the kind of person you are, my lord. I see it. You bear it, so no one else has to. For all the things ever said of you, for all the things I've heard, for all that I know to be fact, there is a truth that I've come to realize that is the foundation of everything you've done. You're kind, my lord, to your land, to your people. Your cruelty only extends to those who threaten what you protect. One thing I hear them say constantly is that you are firm, but you are fair. They say you are merciless, and they do not mean it as an insult. They know that it is that part of you that has kept them safe, that has made these lands vibrant and your people wantless. It was only with your rage that you have bought their peace. They they know it. And I've come to see that truth for myself. You became what you are because there was no other way to protect what you loved. No matter what else, that truth is unshakable. Nothing else matters nearly as much as that. I am honored to serve you, the Lord of this land. And I am honored to sit here safe in these beautiful lands with a man who made sure he did not crush a single petal when he sat down next to me. The sun is warm, my lord. The breeze is gentle, and as I've said, I have never seen another soul wander through here. This may be the first time we've ever truly gotten to be alone together. I would like to stay here for a while. Perhaps you could tell me more about yourself. It would make me happy to know you better. Well, you won't let that go, will you? All right. I'll make you a deal. A page for a story. You tell me about yourself. A fond memory, a favorite place. And for everything you tell me, I will show you one page in my sketchbook. But no laughing. Do not laugh at my drawings. I would never recover from the shame. All right? Deal? Deal. You go first.